There, hello, welcome, welcome. Woo! All right. Welcome everyone to this week's news and updates. God, I love our opening music. All right. I am Laurel.
And I'm Donna, the other host here at News and Updates. Mark, our inspired producer, has been working overtime to ensure things are ready for next week's second anniversary of the News and Updates. We have some great stuff coming your way in the next few weeks.
Yes, we do. Now, over the past few months, AltSpace VR has been knocking out updates, patches at a record speed while dealing with security vulnerabilities at the same time as hosting huge conferences and events like Burning Man last week. Now, development, and y'all went to Burning Man, didn't you? Oh, that was incredible. Development and testing work continues with some key aspects of AltSpace VR.
The multimedia console, commonly referred to as MMC by staff and others, continues to be updated and strengthened for display of images, video, live streaming, and shared desktop viewing. It isn't a web browser, but the dev team is working hard to get it close for those hosting events and needing video and images in virtual worlds.
And work continues on the live captioning and translation feature that allows people to speak in their native language, and others in the room can read a translation instantly. No other platform offers this long needed feature. And it's the law that they do. Did you know that? Laws in almost every country in the world require web-based applications and games and so on to which this AltSpace qualifies to meet accessibility requirements. This includes accessibility for devices for those differently abled, along with a support for visual and hearing impaired.
Now, what continues to be amazing is that VR works out of the box for many visually impaired and legally blind people, as the plane of focus is so close to the eye. Those who can't see literally beyond their nose and their face, they can see. They can move around and navigate virtual worlds when they can't in the real world without assistance. It's incredible. And what needs to change is the support for captioning and translation, breaking down the last barriers to communication globally. We're excited to see this long-awaited feature get through the testing phase and into AltSpace VR. Please join the staff on Wednesdays for the community meetups and test the live captioning and translation feature. Please pass on feedback in the AltSpace VR feedback channel on the AltSpace official server, and through support through the in-world settings, and go to support option, and or on their website at altvr.com/support.
Yes, indeed. We need that feedback. So work also continues on the new Mac 2D client for AltSpace. I am so excited about this. Tested last week during Burning Man, team found, as expected, many issues and are stomping bugs and improving the client. We expect more testing announcements over the next few months. And oh, okay, we can dream that having the Mac client available by the holidays. Okay, wouldn't that be a wonderful holiday treat? Come on. Think of all the possibilities that people could come in 2D on a Mac. I love it. So the news and updates team is monitoring things, and we will report as soon as we know anything firm as we do. That's our job. Now, remember, your input is needed to help AltSpace VR improve. So, as Donna said, we have to provide this feedback. You know, how else do they know? So, if you haven't taken the AltSpace VR feedback surveys listed in the feedback survey channel on Discord, please do. Your input does matter. They are listening, and we are eager. They are eager. We're eager too for input on the avatars, the events, and so much more.
Now, the second anniversary of News and Updates will be on September 19th. And we have some wonderful surprises lined up for you all. 2 years of bringing you the news and updates from across AltSpace and beyond, highlighting your worlds, promoting your events, and tackling the challenges of a platform embracing change on a weekly basis. All for the better. AltSpace VR continues to get stronger and better, and our news and updates team is expanding with more volunteers to help us deliver the news you need to know from around AltSpace VR and beyond.
And we're going to be featuring, I just feel like this is where the drum roll should come in, events that take you behind the scenes, how we produce the news and updates. And one of my favorite things is touring our old studios. It is totally a lesson in the history of AltSpace VR and world building. You can see the evolution as well. You do not want to miss a minute of it. So thanks to everyone who has jumped in and helped us develop the news and updates over the past 2 years. We're going to be celebrating next weekend with you, so don't miss out.
Now, check out the AltSpace VR official Discord for announcements, news, and discussions on what's going on with AltSpace VR and help with world building and events. If you have an event, if you are an event host, there's even a channel to request help finding moderators. It's our main center for communication for our community, so join us there. And don't forget that if you need help, make your first stop at help.altvr.com. That's help.altvr.com.
Now we're on to some world building. Now, on a serious note, seriously, we're not that serious all the time here, but I want to be serious here. Rumors keep flying that AltSpace VR is dropping world building. This is not true. I feel like I'm like a fake news person. It is not true, okay? It was put into beta last year as there's many changes happening to improve the process. And because right now it's a little challenging for, you can drag and drop with the world editor, but getting into Unity is a little more challenging. But honestly, world building is continuing forward, and there are some amazingly creative people that are pushing world building into new realms. We saw that at Burning Man. It is so exciting.
Now, we want to remind you that AltSpace VR works hard to support a fairly device-agnostic platform. Other platforms are limited to specific VR devices, allowing a greater range of world-building capabilities, as tethered and more powerful devices can handle a higher poly count for more realistic perspectives. AltSpace VR is still open to Oculus Go and Quest users, as well as more high-powered devices, keeping our community diverse and welcoming so many newcomers to VR. When you are world building, think of these people. While you may build high poly and amazingly realistic and powerfully complex worlds here in AltSpace, and trust us, we appreciate that, think about who you are excluding. We love this community, and to stay inclusive and diverse, we hope that you want to stay inclusive and diverse. So build with that in mind and keep the doors open to allow everyone to visit your beautiful and amazing worlds.
Indeed. Now, MMC, MMC, MRE, MED, ABC, MRE development has grown tremendously as well, allowing programmable content to come into AllSpace VR. We know that Ancient I Won't Say Over Here has done some incredible things that just will rock your world, literally and figuratively. So check out the help documents at help.altvr.com and attend the regular SDK and MRE meets in AllSpace VR for more help and more resources. There's a playlist that was shared in the MRE channel last week, and we've shared it on the AllSpace Discord in the channel for tutorials on world building and using the AllSpace VR MRE. So check that out if you want to learn more.
Now, the world tours over the past couple of weeks by Get Social of the Burning Man Worlds, Daisy Shaw and the Wednesday World Tours team have been truly inspiring. We are encouraging new people to a way of becoming creative, expressing themselves in various ways, from sharing their art in customized galleries to building whole worlds to thrill and to educate. Anyone may build in AllSpace VR. It's drag and drop and imagination easy.
And check out the World Tours on Tuesday with Daisy Shaw and Wednesdays with the World Tours team. This coming Wednesday, the Wednesday World Tours features the historical worlds of Mark Jeffcock. These use photogrammetry to capture real World Heritage sites with 360-degree photography and video and recreates them in AllSpace VR. We will be exploring the valleys and villages of the ancient world, and he's going to be available to take us on a tour and answer your questions about his world building techniques. We here at the News and Updates are exceptionally passionate when it comes to preserving our history, be it the natural wonders or heritage sites in VR. And we are so excited about the work that he and others are doing to bring the past alive here in AllSpace VR. So don't miss this amazing event on Wednesday.
Now, the Wednesday World Tour monthly theme is weather this month. Last week was a tutorial on building in layers to represent weather in your world building. Already the community has jumped in and built worlds with even more weather, such as tornadoes and hurricanes. Awesome! You may help by hunting for weather-centric worlds or create your own and share them on the World Tours Discord at discord.me/World Tours. And we may include your weather world suggestion in our tour the last Wednesday of the month.
Indeed, I'm so excited. Real weather here in AllSpace. We love sharing your worlds with you and with others. So join our News and Updates Discord. We have a channel called Share Your World in News, just waiting for you to show off your world so we may feature it right here in the show. Now, let's get started with events by starting with this new feature we have at looking at the events over the past week as reported on by our News and Updates reporters.
We'd like to start off our look back at the week at one of the most wonderful events here in AllSpace VR, the celebration of the 101st birthday of Ruth, grandmother of Chris of the LGBTQ+ group. People came from around the world to help Ruth celebrate during a time of isolation. She was surrounded by loving friends and total strangers to celebrate her life with a virtual cake and party hats. What a wonderful experience for everyone, especially Ruth. And thanks to Chris for making it possible that she wouldn't celebrate alone. What an incredible gift.
No kidding. That is just so exciting. I hope you all were there. 101 and in VR. Kick butt. I love it. Last week was also the Global HR Summit, bringing together for the first time experts in human resources and education from around the world, learning about the digital transformation and the impact of virtual reality. You know, for many, this was their first time in VR. I know Donna trained many of the speakers. It was incredible. And from the conversations, during the conference, we feel that lives were changed in VR is now being discussed in boardrooms around the world. The open to the public free keynotes included Tom Furness of the Virtual World Society, who took us back into the past for a better understanding of the future. He's called, as many of you know, we're big fans of the Virtual World Society, um, and he's considered the grandfather, godfather of virtual reality. His work led to what you were wearing on your faces right now. And then the final keynote featured Mac Fleckenstein of Microsoft Puddleland Marketing and Strategies discussing the workplace and the changing impact of Windows mixed reality and where it's going. It was amazing. So, I mean, honestly, that was just stunning to see where mixed reality is going to take us. So, we look forward to more from Bento HR, Genius Ventures, and Educators in VR as we help businesses explore VR and its potential to change the future of work.
Now, AltSpace VR rocked out with an amazing performance and sharing by Gregory Michael, a musician from a small Caribbean island who talked about his struggle as an artist in an isolated island during COVID-19 and the impact it had on his music. 90% of employment on the island is related to tourism and has come to a screeching halt, with many suffering with job loss and the reduction and dangers associated with importing food and supplies from the mainland. It was a moving and wonderful experience. Thanks to Captain VR Dana Maria, host of the Educators in VR's V coaching team, for bringing us this great artist story.
We have the best stuff here in AltSpace. I love it. And I want to thank all of our reporters for bringing us the news and the reports and the photographs and stories from this past week and the previews of next week as well. So if you'd like to join our crew of reporters, subscribe to our News and Updates Discord, talk to us after the show. And it's really pretty easy. You just attend an event and then you just send in your photos and a report on the event so we can showcase them here. Remember, it takes a village for us to produce the news and update each week, and your help is needed. So thank you to all of our reporters. Now, coming up this week, let's see what's going on. Donna.
So Burning Man events continue here in AltSpace VR. Did you know that? Some events persist and so do the worlds. Check them out as they will be here for a while. And these are amazing world-building designs created by the international artists and the developers and fans of Burning Man.
And speaking of eclectic events, Burning Man is eclectic as it gets. It's so awesome. A few hours after the show, why do you believe, or what do you believe and why? So is a new event coming that is here in AltSpace that welcomes you to gather and discuss God, Bigfoot, ghosts, past lives, even aliens. Okay, I never thought I'd put all of those nouns together in one sentence. And explore why you believe. That is really hysterical. This is followed by Sky and Vicky's Paranormal Hour, discussing the beyond and how it infiltrates into our reality, virtual and otherwise. Seriously, we need some Twilight Zone stuff going on here. This is beautiful.
Oh yeah, like the Twilight Zone we live in isn't enough. I think we just share our real life experiences and the show should just be a rocking success. Like seriously. Oh my gosh. Have we ever experienced such an angry year? I don't know what we did to.
Oh.
So
angry and effed up. I have to say, there's some weird stuff going on in this year. And honestly, I tell, you know, I was just telling, well, I told Donna and I told, you know, some friends of mine, my husband, I said, you know, 5-10 years ago, if somebody wrote a book about what we've gone through this year, no publisher would ever take it because they go, no,
that'll never happen.
It'll never happen. And look, we're living this.
Yeah.
So
no one would ever believe.
Now, 200 years ago, you made all this stuff up. So yeah, it's insane. Anyway, save us, Donna. Oh, we're talking about, I'm going to do this one. Donna's Live,
it feels
Love.
Kind of funny, yeah.
I know. Live, Love events continues. Talk about some sanity among our insanity. Continues to break records beyond her 200th event, which she celebrated about a week or so ago. She brings together people, right, you know, together for Bible study and personal support through Christian beliefs. And it is an amazing event, and we are so proud of the community that she's built here and embracing so many to support and encourage each other. And right now, as effed up as all of this is, That's what we need. That's one of the things that AltSpace does so beautifully here is bringing people together to provide the support and the encouragement we need. Yeah, Ian's going, yeah, yeah, yeah. And so
Well,
check it out almost daily right here in AltSpace VR.
and so many different people from different faiths show up, and I always get comments about, oh, I shouldn't be here, I'm Jewish, or I'm an atheist. And actually, we embrace everyone. It's just a no judgment space where we can support each other. So thank you for those that come. Monday features 2 educators in VR events. You guys, you don't want to miss either of these. But I figured out how to clone myself during the uh, during the Global HR Summit. I proved it can happen. You can literally clone yourself. And so if you want to attend both these events, where there's a will, there's a way.
I swear, I'd leave one event and there she'd be there, and I go, and then I go, wait a minute, didn't I just, you were just, okay, there's 2 Donnas in the building. It was awesome.
Now, it is a return after a few weeks hiatus of the VR Researchers Meetup. If you are interested in the research in and around virtual and augmented reality, make sure you check this out. Now, at the same time is the V Language Learning Meetup with special guest Cassandra Ng discussing the cognitive skills, language development, and neuroscience on language learning through VR, AR, and XR experiences. So the question will be, which one will you choose? Both of them are going to be amazing.
I'm just, I just have to sit back and think about what, all the different events that we have here. We have neuroscience and looking at language learning. We're talking paranormal. We're doing classes and concerts. Nowhere else, man, can you get this diversity. I love it. Go ahead, Donna.
Now, an introduction to Unity from computer science in VR returns. These classes are amazing. How many of you have taken them? Part of the homework is to share with us your amazing world building skills learned from these workshops. Share them in our Share Your Worlds channel in the News and Updates on the News and Updates Discord server, and we'll show them off here and maybe take people on a tour after the show. You never know. We are so proud of each one of you. As for the rest of you, which means the people who are not learning Unity, start learning and sharing your worlds with us. Now is the time. You guys, so much, there's so many amazing opportunities to take advantage of here.
No kidding. And speaking of opportunities, time to show off your talent. Lights, camera, action. Dodge Cola and Evolite is back from the We Are Improv, the Improv VR team on Tuesdays. And it's your chance to take the stage with improvisation and to explore your acting talents or just watch the insanity. They guarantee insanity. Don't worry. So don't forget, Improv Night is another opportunity. It happens right after the show, and there are so many opportunities with Center Stage and open mic to really explore your talent, explore your creativity, and show off. No more excuses. You got a stage here.
Okay, speaking of improv, and there might be some improv happening here in about 10 seconds. Speaking of improv talent, Get Social is bringing in, drum roll please, Laurel.
Okay, we're ready. Brrr, you can say it. I know you can.
I have no
idea. Resnav Rez.
That one.
Resnav Rez. There you go.
Rez. A musical improv comedian who specializes in performing in VR across multiple platforms. Here to AltSpace VR on Tuesday with his musical and comedy talents. If you haven't caught his shows before, you are in for a treat in one of the Burning Man worlds.
Yes, indeed. All right, and you survived. One of the longest running events and groups in AltSpace VR is the LGBTQ plus and friends. Now you can say that fast 85 times. Blah, blah. LGBTQ plus and friends meetup is every Wednesday and throughout the week with various meetups and socials and guest speakers and wonderful events. This is one of the most warming, inclusive, amazing amazing experiences that we have here in Altspace. We'd love this group. So check them out and all are welcome.
Now, Educators in VR is so excited to offer their first book launch. It's with Caitlin Krause of Mindwise. She changed the world of education and business in VR with her first book, Mindful by Design. Now, her latest book is called Designing Wonder, Leading Transformative Experiences in Virtual Reality. This book offers new methodology and thinking with interviews and discussions with world leaders in immersive technology on building, designing, and developing virtual experiences, not just worlds. The book launches this Thursday, and the interest is very high about this book and how it will influence education and events moving forward. So something you don't want to miss, and and a book that you're going to enjoy.
Yeah, it is amazing for not only educators, but event hosts and anyone who's doing a conference or whatever. It's really looking at the experience. We're so excited about that.
Something for everyone,
Yay.
really.
Yay, it really is. And Facebook Connect VR conference is September 16th. Now, I've just heard that PSVR is also and Sony is having an event on the same day. Dumb. A few days.
What?
It's only a few days away. Yeah, I don't understand it. But that's what, yeah, we'll find out and let you know. Rumors are still flying that they on what they will and will not announce. But it is expected that they will release the new version of the Quest. We're really excited about that. Yes, and rumors are flying that it is a little more powerful and a lot less expensive. So we'll see what happens with that. And also opening the doors to Horizon. We hope, we will see. It is, remember, right now Horizon is only open for those who have a Oculus Quest or a Rift, Rift Fs, not for Oculus Go users or anyone else. But they may open it up so that people don't need the invitation. We don't know, but it is likely the event will be streamed as it usually is every year here in Altspace VR. So look for those events to pop up and expect an increase in visitors because whenever there's a new VR device released, the orders are filled and shipped to users, and then people start exploring beyond Horizon. They're going to be coming in here and expect to see an increase in events and all kinds of activities, and we will be right here to report on all of them. I hope y'all are excited. I'm kind of excited about the new Quest. That'll be cool.
Now, Health System Chat Chuck, holy cow. I'm going to start that over again. I need water. I think I need water.
Think about that.
She does this on purpose. You do know that, right?
I didn't even connect these words.
Health Systems Chats Chuck. Okay, if you got that. Chuck is exploring the non-military uses of drones aboard SpaceX's drone ship in his event coming up this Thursday. Chuck always finds the most fascinating twists as he explores technology to the fullest. Check out this amazing discussion, again happening this Thursday. Mark interested, get a reminder, make sure you get there.
Even if
I will find a way to get back at you. I'm not sure how yet, but I will.
Trust me. Trust me. All right. Thursday's Simulation Nation. Love, that's another one, fun one to say. Simulation Nation reviews the game Half-Life Alyx. How many of you played it? Come on, be real. How many of you played it? Yeah, it's mostly for the HTC Vive platform. It is a first-person shooter adventure that follows Alyx Vance on her mission to seize a super weapon from the alien Combine. And many claim it's one of the most popular VR games around. So bring your review and your opinion and join Graham at Simulation Nation as he discusses this popular game.
Now, the Human-Centered Design in VR group features an event that explores the VR 3D interface design and ways of UX thinking. Check it out on Friday if you are a programmer or developer eager to learn more about the UX and the VR design world.
Yay! And we've just been alerted on Friday. There's going to be a beach party right here in Altspace VR. Love those. And that's really important. If you have an event or you find an event that you wish to have it publicized, use our Discord channel at the discord.me/news updates. Links are out in the hallway. And share it so that we can help publicize it. And if you find any event like ours and you wish to be regularly updated on it, when they announce a new event, go to the website at altvr.com, click channels, and subscribe to the events that you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the news and updates, or we will come up out there and start hurting you virtually. So make sure you sign up for the news and updates channel, so you will be notified of our upcoming events, and you don't miss a moment of the madness. I mean, the excitement of the news that is happening here in AltSpace VR. The only reason y'all show up is because we're so goofy on stage sometimes. I know it. I know it. All right, now it is your turn. Ooh, there are so many things on here in AltSpace, but now there's our little drum roll.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, as I locked up. Okay. So you put your hand down. You don't even know what it's about.
And maybe move the slide back one.
Yep, we're going to talk about this. So we have had in the last few months, we have had new avatars, the live captioning and translation, the Mac client is coming, so many different improvements that are happening here in AltSpace. We want to know, what do you want to see next? So what do you want to see AltSpace VR work on next to develop and improve? And if you were in charge, what would you want to see next here in AltSpace VR? All right, are you ready? Steve, 6'7", we're calling on you. You're on the air. What do you want to see next in AltSpace? Steve? Okay. Steve hung up the phone. All right, what do you want to see next? Donna, what do you want to see next while we're waiting for somebody to raise their hand? Share their insights. What do you want to see next?
You dare to ask me this?
I know. I'm in trouble now.
I have to say, my number one wish would be that for 45 minutes we could be on stage and not have to re-enter because of audio issues. I have to say, I don't mean to be sarcastic or anything, but I really, that is a true wish of mine, that audio issues straightened out. For those of us that have been here for a while, understand. For newbies, it's hard to understand that that this is just part of the VR experience. So, but I don't know. So what do we want new in AltSpace? Interaction. So I love the whole MRE thing. I'm not a world builder, so I'm new to it. I am an event host, anxious to use MREs, and I like the imagination that I've seen or had in conversation. So I'm really looking forward to the expansion of the MRE library. Like, I don't know if that's already a thing or whatever, but I think that
love it.
MREs could really enhance events.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I want 1,000 different things, but on the simple scale, I want a whiteboard that I can write on, and anybody else in the room can also write on. And I want sticky notes. Don't you all want sticky notes?
Yes.
So something, a whiteboard and sticky notes, and some way that we can write in VR without this damn virtual keyboard crap. Which, that'll come with hand tracking as it gets embraced. That's going to be there. But I want some sticky notes and I want some whiteboards. So what do you all want? What else do you want here? What do you want to see? Hit the raise hand button and let's see what
whiteboard. That's
catching
really
your
cool.
fancy.
Really needed.
I
like that.
I want the whiteboard. And we used to have the doodle. Did y'all know this is such a funky word. We used to be able to draw with a little doodle stick and stuff in here. And we still tethered to people, people tether devices that I think may have it. But even that was hokey and kind of goofy. But I want that back. I want to be able to write in VR. What else do you want to see? Hit that raise hand button. Let us know. What do you want to see next to have the team develop and work on? Anyone? All right. Let's see. Who do we have here? Akumi, hello, friend. You're on. Well, you were on. I don't hear you. Akumi. Okay. Hopefully you'll get your audio fixed pretty darn soon. Darren, you're up. What do you want to see in Altspace?
Okay. Some way of connecting everybody to worlds that you can get into without searching offline on a computer. It would be nice to have it in a menu where you can connect to other people. Something like Daisy Shaw is already done, but it's not put in any place in the menu. Nobody even knows exists, and nobody knows there's other worlds besides the ones that are offered.
Finding worlds, I love that.
Absolutely. And not only finding worlds, but with the loss of the personal browser, we lost the ability to use links. Teleporters, they really are not very performant. I'd love to have those improved on my list of things. But that ability to add a link to your world or to your event, people click on it, open a web page, it allowed us to actually open and move between worlds. And so I now have some broken worlds that I have to get in there and replace the links back with teleporters. Damn. But that ability to move through a link and not have a teleporter allowed us to create great lists of our worlds that people could use as the hub and go through. And I know many attempts to build a master index of the worlds. I know Alan Chow and a few others were working on that in Dimmies a couple years ago. Yes, absolutely would love that. We also, in talking with a developer, just for some background information, I found out, that if they include some form of search in our headsets, there are literally millions of worlds. Of those, there's probably 10,000 viable, maybe more. And yet all that data has to be loaded somewhere in order to search. Where's it going to go? In your headsets. So as you do those searches, it has to go through that database. And our devices are not sophisticated enough to kind of extract that out and make that simple and user-friendly and stuff. But they're working on it, so I hope so. But yeah, having them promoted and highlighted, absolutely in favor of that. Totally. All right. All right, Steve, you're back. You want to give it another try? Steve?
Hello?
There, hello. Hi, Steve.
Hey.
What do you want to
how
see
you
in
doing?
Altspace?
What I've noticed is there's a really great gathering of Americans there, which is a really great thing for all of us.
Really?
But the time difference is a big problem. So there's a lot of events that are a long time behind our time zone, like your open mic stages and all sorts of other events.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way we can bring them in line a little bit with UK and European times?
Donna, you want to take that one?
I don't think there's an easy answer.
Well, actually, there's one actually simple answer, but it takes commitment. And what we really encourage people is in other time zones to start events in your own time zone. And okay, so the people hosting the American events in American times are actually Americans. And so they're hosting it at times that they are actually awake, not at work, and able to host an event, right? Which is something that's really critical. When you're an event host, it isn't, you want to host an event when the audience wants to host it, but it also is guided by when you have time. Right. So when you host an event, it's a commitment not only to the hour or the 30 minutes or hour that the event is happening, but also to the prep the day of and whatever may happen leading up in the days before. So I think that's one thing. You're absolutely right. It's very tilted towards North American time zones, but we really would love to work with people in other countries and other time zones, give you the support you need to create events that are more conducive to your time zone. So one of the things, for instance, Darren mentioned Daisy Shaw. Daisy Shaw started a meetup. that for people in the UK. Now, there's other people from other countries that go, but it's at a time that's really suitable for people from the UK, right? And that's what we need more of. And I think that there's two-sided, finding people who are willing, that have the commitment to do it, but giving the people the support that they need to start something, because I could say it's a bit terrifying to start an event. It seems a bit ominous, overwhelming, but it's not really like that. And we're here to help you with that.
Absolutely. And Center Stage, Serenity just pinged up here. Center Stage, which is an amazingly popular event here in Altspace. It's on Sundays. It's tomorrow. It's at 9:30 UK time, which is a 1:30 Pacific time, Pacific Northwest time, on the West Coast of the United States. And, so it pulls people in from the 2 time zones, and it's on a Sunday, so that makes it a little more available for people who are in North America. But it's also late night on a Sunday for the UK. Educators in VR works very, very hard with all of our events to try to schedule them at a time that is most friendly. But Donna and I produce virtual events in VR, and she's become the time zone queen. We have the time zone diva right here, folks. Her ability to play with time zones is unbelievable when it comes to scheduling different events. And she's absolutely right. So one of the things also that some events do is if again, as she said so beautifully, if the host, you as the host, can manage it, schedule one early in the day, one later in the day, and you can call it your North American and then your EU version of those events, and that's how you can capture most of them. But it's exhausting. But yeah, we agree. We want events in your time zone and your language. We are sick of all English languages. I'm sorry, I don't want to be nasty about it. I want to see languages in French and Spanish and Portuguese and Italian and whatever thing. We, in order to keep the translation thing that is coming, is going to help, but we need you to create events in your language, and don't cater your event for only the North American group. Trust me, we get filled events hosted in the middle of North American days because they're filled with Europeans. So
Great.
serve your group. All right. Great comment. Thank you, Steve. Okay, next up is Akami. Are you now able to unmute?
Yeah, now it should work. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks. What do you
Okay.
think that Altspace, what do you want to see next in Altspace?
Yeah, 2 things specifically. Number 1, a working video player. I think the multimedia player
Of
is
course.
kind of broken. course.
Yes, it's very broken. Yeah, the MMC, the multimedia console, does work really beautifully. It's actually better than what we had before, but it's a pain in the tuchus. Agreed. And
And the second one is in interactables. I want them to stop respawning after 20 seconds. If you can tell a timer on it, that'll be better.
oh yeah, wouldn't that be awesome to set the timer? Absolutely. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah. I wanted to be able to walk around for about a half hour, put it down, pick it up, and still have it. Oh yeah, love it. Excellent suggestions.
As long as the
Karen.
drinks still clean up after themselves.
Yes, the
I
drinks
like
do
the
have to clean up.
like the
Yeah.
no cleanup required.
I do like that part. Karen.
Okay, so I have a question. So Ariel here, she's probably going to kill me, but Ariel has started up a virtual reality play production company, and we're going to be putting on a play in Altspace.
Love it.
So what I'm trying to do right now, and I'll tell you what I would like to see in Altspace. What I'm trying to do is bring in a red cape for her, which I brought the red cape in, but I want it to attach to her neck because she's going to be Little Red Riding Hood, right? So the question is the whole MRE thing, which you touched.
Mm-hmm.
Rich and I have been going to some of the MRE SCK meetings. So what I would like to see is I would like to see that whole thing become more accessible to the general community. So I have a spattering, very little, but a spattering of coding background. Rich has a lot. And I'm willing to put the time into it. But what I would like them to do is take it and break it down. So, for example, you've got the helmet kit, right, which is how you attach helmets, and that's how you attach
Mhm.
legs and all of that. So instead of just saying, okay, we have this helmet, so they have a series of classes and they kind of break it down for us. And I know there's the whole server side and all of that. So there's a lot of parts and pieces, but kind of give us the breakdown and enough tools that we can go back and work with it. And I have to say kudos to Nicholas Barone, because he created a series of 5 or 6 videos where he took the what's it called, the cube that comes in, the
Mhm.
animated cube, and he broke that down, in his video. So something like that,
Mhm.
I think, which would make it accessible to the community, because we need those things, those types of things for our play. And what Acme said was just awesome, to make to have a time on the interactables where we can set a time. Because, we pick them up, and then I kept telling Rich not to drop his cookie yesterday, because eventually you lose it and it spawns back. So that's what I would like to see.
I know at the global, I love that. I was beautiful at the Global HR Summit. I kept, because I was in 2D because we had so much going on, and I kept encouraging the participants, grab a drink on your way into the auditorium. Let's break the rules. You can take a drink into an auditorium. And so I grab a drink to show them, and then I'd have to do something. And as soon as I move my mouse, the drink drops, and it was such a bad example. And then, of course, luckily they respawn back and clean up themselves. I want that in the real world. But yeah, we need something that we can hold on to for longer and allow us a little more versatility. I'm with you on that. Beautiful. Thanks, Karen. And
Sure.
Ariel, we're looking forward to your plays. Cannot
Yes,
wait.
ma'am.
Yes.
So
I
I'd
hope they're
like to
going to be
add another
public.
one. Am I good to add another one?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, you are.
you can
We
take
just
the
had
one from
somebody
the
on.
list. Yeah, go do that first. But I before you
Nope,
close,
nope. They
I
just
have
hung
another
up.
one. Oh,
They
did they?
just hung
Okay.
up. So you get to be the last one, Donna.
So one of the things that I talked with the World Builder about a week ago is something that I'd really like to see, is understanding who world builders are and who's available for doing work for other people, who's available for sharing worlds, giving permissions. Like I need the world to be mine.
You need a
Maybe I'm
world manager.
yeah. Well, and so I got asked by a college if I could recommend builders because they wanted to hire a world builder to build a world for them. I reached out to a few world builders and they said no, they wouldn't do it. I would like a catalog of what people are willing to do. There's paid gigs out there, people. What people are willing to do and what skills they have, because people need different things. So I'd like that to become a more organized system here in AltSpace for us to be able to, there's so much creativity and so much talent, and to be able to point people in the right direction. So
I agree. And there's it isn't just about building worlds. Literally anybody can build a world, and there are but there takes some craft to build a really good world. Then it takes even more craft to build an event world.
yes.
And
Mhm.
Mark, our producer here of the News and Updates, founder of this beautiful thing, he's one of the leading experts in what it takes to create a event world here in AltSpace. And he's doing that for educators in VR. We have him doing a bunch of stuff. And Ancient, I won't say, is one of the most groundbreaking kind of, if you want something that is torturous, but you got to pay him too much money because he has to take time away from his real world life. But he does amazing gifted things and gives them to the community for us to use. Love that. I love all the world builders who share and are wonderful. And Donna, I'd love to have that directory. So fantastic. All right. So there's our list. We've got to start going here. These are the things that we want. Make sure you provide the thing you want through the feedback systems that AltSpace has set up on their website at altvr.com/support, and let them know what you want. So that is it for this week's news and updates. We stream the news that is the news about AltSpace VR onto YouTube every week, and you can catch up with past episodes to learn more about how silly that Dawn and I can be, and how AltSpace VR works and what's going on in the community and throughout the history of AltSpace VR. We feature the AltSpace VR announcements feed in our news and updates Discord server, so you don't miss a minute of the news.
Now remember, the conversation doesn't stop here in AltSpace VR. Discord is our home base for our community outside of AltSpace VR, and we invite you to join the News and Updates Discord to keep up with the news and activities here and around the VR industry, and to share your world's news, events, and updates with us at discord.me/news updates. There's no and in there, so just keep that in mind. It's discord.me/news updates. Please tell a friend. Share our Discord and YouTube channel so others can keep up with the news in and around AltSpace. Maybe they'll want to come in, share it with people who don't have a headset, who don't have 2D installed. Share some, get some interest going. We love new people in AltSpace.
We do love new people in AltSpace. I'm not sure if seeing this show would help, but let's try.
Never know.
If you would, you never know. If you'd like to volunteer to help, I mean, I think we inspire podcasts. Don't we inspire you to do podcasts? I hope so.
Oh, you don't want to see us?
As
Oh,
Donna
made
says,
for radio.
there's never a bad hair day in AltSpace VR. Okay, so if you would like to volunteer to help us out, and we would truly love it, remember, we do this for you. But we need your help, sometimes more than some days more than others. We need people to help us film and live stream the news, and we need people to supply us with pictures and news from the events and activities around AltSpace VR. We need writers and editors, all those photographers, all of those reporters, moderators, back posts, in case one of us falls over. So if you'd like to help us, let us know on our Discord server or after the show.
Also, we hang around after the news to answer your questions and talk about what you are doing here in AltSpace VR, so stick around. We'd love to chat with you. Thanks also to all our news and updates volunteers and moderators that help make this event such a success. You guys, no event happens with only a couple people. It takes a team. And if you want, volunteering in AltSpace is one of the most amazing things to learn new skills and to meet new people. So thank you to the ones that come here, and thank you. So in these uncertain times, please be safe. Stay away from fires and from and wherever you are in the world, stay safe.
Yay! Thanks, everyone. Woo!